Good evening,
Good
sir.
evening, sir. Good evening, Shubhankar. Check, she's outside. Your friend, I call Machli, call her. She's outside. हेलो। आज आपकी दुकान जल्दी बंद हो जाएगी ना?
यार क्या यार
तो मतलब दुकान अभी खुली है कि बंद है? तो आप आएंगे शाम में थोड़ी देर बाद? वो बता रहे हैं, वो आप वही बोल रहे हैं ना जो पंखे की दुकान से बोल रहे हैं ना?
हाँ।
तो जरा आ जाइए ना, महिला कॉलेज के पीछे बात हुई थी ना आपसे।
अच्छा हाँ।
तो आप आ जाते, मैंने कॉल कर लिया आपको याद करके। हम्म।
सहने से पहले रिकॉर्डिंग था।
ठीक है, मुझे कॉल करिएगा जब आप फ्री हो जाएगी तो। ओके। वेयर वर यू?
I'm pretty much slowly shooting message me wait and the staff
You could have waited in the class.
she told wait.
Outside.
Nah, she told me to. Yeah.
We will enter the class together.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Good evening, sir.
So I stand that um,
At that corner.
yeah, that's why. She was just very tired.
But you were already here.
Yeah.
Almost. Now, um, let's get started. I am sorry I have not been able to add all the people yet, I guess. I have added quite a few people to the group. By the way, remember people, we don't add people in the group. We add people to the group. We don't add your name in the list or on the list. We add your name to the list. You see, before our previous class was over, we were talking about verb plus nouns, verb plus prepositions, noun plus prepositions, adjective plus prepositions. Remember, these prepositions are fixed. You don't apply so much logic about these things. Simply learn. Add one thing to another thing. Okay, and this is why, interestingly, it's a new addition to our team, new addition to our family. Prepositions can be the worst headache you will have. Why? Because they will not follow any logic that you will have. Because you were taught in your childhood to matlab this, for matlab that, कुछ भी बताया होगा ना teachers ने. That knowledge is going to be almost irrelevant, useless. You have to simply accept the prepositions. Add something to something else. Add milk to the tea. To all Hindi speaking minds, in sounds the best here. Add milk in the tea. if you use add milk in the tea, you're not making a blunder or you're not proving yourself an idiot, nothing like that. But you're wrong in English because the preposition expected is to. The correct, give me a second. Hello? Yes. DP. Mhm. Mhm. बेहतर तो इसी में करना होगा, शुरुआत से इसी से इसी में हो पाएगा। जी बिल्कुल, देखिए ना। ठीक है। ठीक। So many of you have messaged that sentence, add me in the group, sir. The right way of saying that is add me to the group. Uzma, you joined a little late, and this lesson is important for you as well because you also wrote to me, add me in the group, sir. ये वर्ब के बाद जो प्रिपरेशंस होते हैं कई बार फिक्स्ड होते हैं, आपको आदत डालनी होगी. You have to observe which preposition follows which verb. Do you remember that we always say listen to a song, listen to a podcast, listen to someone, right? So that too is not there because of any logic, any linguistic logic. No, it is just a random thing, happens, and you have to accept it. It happens. We can't really justify that too through logic. For example, if you question something like this, why do I have to say I drink milk? The use of I is there because there is somebody who does the job of drinking. And in every language, you put that person, that doer, before the action. Okay? That is called the subject. And you that's why you say I. Appeals to your common sense. Okay, logic, yes, okay. That's why I say I drink milk. However, in some languages, the need for that subject is not there at all because they have a special verb forms which suggest that the subject is I. In English, there are two forms, drink and drinks, and there are seven subjects. Please appreciate what I'm saying. In English, there are two forms, drink and drinks for the present. There are seven subjects. So how do you know what your subject is? You could say I drink, you could say you drink, you could say they drink, you could say we drink. But if imagine a language has seven different forms for drink, then you don't need the subject. If there is a special form, dedicated form for I, if there is a dedicated form for you, and you just say the verb, for example, I think it is, I'm forgetting the verb for the verb drink in Spanish, but the verb live, okay? Vivo, V-I-V-O, vivo, okay? Which means I live, okay? The Brace can't hear me. The Brace, rejoin. once you understand these things, then after appreciation for different rules required for different languages, we will stop translating one language into another mindlessly. You will start to observe the differences between two languages, the language that you speak and the language that you're learning. And things become easier. Your conflicts become, sorted. So let's see what I was saying. If I have one verb form for I live, vivo, you live, vive, he lives, vives, that, we live, viviamo. So each verb form conveys to the listener who the subject is. They won't need the subject. The word for I, equivalent, I is a pronoun in English. So there are pronouns in other languages as well. So there are pronouns in Hindi, there are pronouns in Spanish. So the pronoun in Spanish is soy for I. Yo soy. Yo. The pronoun is yo. Okay. See, I was confused because soy is equal to am. Like we say am, I am. Okay, special form for I, dedicated form. Similarly, we have a form called soy. But yo soy. Okay, yo is the pronoun. It is so unnecessary. Rarely they need this when they speak Spanish. Rarely they need yo, the pronoun, because the verb forms in every tense they have a special dedicated form for I. So when they say that verb form, everybody understands that the person is talking about himself. So they don't need to say yo. When foreigners learn Spanish, because they have this habit of using pronouns, they say yo vivo, unnecessary. So when you are learning English, from the very beginning, you should keep your eyes on the differences between Hindi and English.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, Yasmin ma'am. Good evening. What I have observed about learners of English in our country, majority of us who do not speak English very well and want to, that we are so obsessed with the goal that we don't care about the process. We only talk about the goal has not been achieved. The goal has not been achieved. That's it. We don't care about the process, which will take us there. Look, when I was talking about the correction, I am living, I live, okay? When you know what is right and why it is right, it gives you confidence when you're speaking, so you kind of feel a little more relaxed. I know people who speak very fast, actually. Some people might mistake it for fluency as well, but they're never relaxed when they speak. And the reason is, inside, they don't know what they have said is right or wrong. So there is always this conflict in their minds, whether they're right, they're not, you know. And this just affects the way they speak, the way they sound. So when we work on the grammar aspect of English, we have to forget about fluency and all that in that moment and only understand what we are expected to hear, what is considered correct and why. That will not help us directly to becoming fluent. But once we understand that grammar point, there will be practice aspect. There are exercises to practice. And those practice exercises will give us the comfort we need while speaking. Got it? Let's look at the text we were reading yesterday about Branna. Hi, I'm Branna McGrady, and I'm a busker on the streets of London. A busker is an artist who shows their art form, their singing, their music on the street. Normally, you need a stage to do these things. But in London, there are people who perform on the streets, okay? And they are called buskers. Is a busker a noun or an adjective? I'm expecting an answer from all of you.
Noun, sir.
Noun.
Noun,
Noun.
Noun.
Noun, sir.
It is a noun, and how do we know it? Because the sentence is, I'm a busker. So those who know basic level of English, they can say that I'm a busker clearly indicates that busker is a noun. I'm a busker on the streets of London. I come from Ireland. I told you yesterday, it only tells you the identity of the person, their nationality, right? I come from Ireland, but now I am living here in London because number 3, I am
I'm studying. I'm studying.
studying at the Royal. Oh, yeah, I'm studying at the Royal College of Music. Here is another preposition lesson for all of us, that I am studying at the Royal College. So people, listen, you can replace the content words to change the meaning. For example, somebody is not a student at this college, so they will mention their college name, but at will not go away. You guys can make a sentence, those who are students, I am studying at XYZ college. I'm studying at XYZ university. Why? Because you see the use of at here. The name of the school is the Royal College of Music. All right. Now, you might be studying at XYZ college, ABCD college. You mentioned that. I'm studying at Nanda College. I'm studying at Bhagalpur University. I'm studying at Delhi University, like this. I
like living in London.
I like living in London. Okay, I like living in London. Because this is the start of a new lesson, new course. I would like to highlight every point. Okay, I like living in London. So as a learner, you should realize that, okay, I like, you said because you like. If you don't, you will say, I don't like. But look at the next thing, living in London. It is not live, it is not lived, it is not lives, it is living. Means the ing form has been used. So instead of living, if I would say visit karna, then I would say I like visiting London, not visit London. I like visiting London, right? So observe the forms like this. By the way, everybody, can you please answer? I like living in London. In this sentence, living in London is equal to a noun, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
I like living in
Yes, sir.
London. Living in London is equal to a
Yes, sir.
noun, equivalent to a noun, not equal, equivalent is the right word. It is a noun equivalent, yes or no? You'll say, how? Living
Yes,
is a
sir.
verb. How is it a noun equivalent? Live is a verb now. Noun equivalent कैसे हो गया? Let me explain. I like. तो मुझे बताया लाइक के बाद नेचुरली जो कॉमन सेंस, लिंग्विस्टिक कॉमन सेंस जो होता है, लाइक के बाद क्या आना चाहिए? कोई चीज। आई लाइक समथिंग, यही ना? आई लाइक समथिंग। तो यहाँ समथिंग क्या है? लिविंग इन। तो समथिंग मतलब नाउन होता है कि वर्ब होता है? तो ये नाउन इक्विवेलेंट है। आई लाइक लिविंग इन। Everybody is listening to me with the same intensity as I expect. Okay, सुनो ध्यान से. Okay, I like something. ये तो जो भी कॉमन सेंस रखते हैं समझदार बच्चे, वो कह देंगे आई लाइक समथिंग, तो बोला जाएगा ना. आई लाइक पैरट्स, आई लाइक मैंगोज, आई लाइक लड्डूज, आई लाइक मलाई, आई लाइक वाइन, आई लाइक summer season. I like something. After I like, you will definitely say a noun. I like what? I like this, I like that. So it has to be a noun, okay? Or noun equivalent. So in this case, the person likes what? Living in London. So it is a noun equivalent. But ये noun है तो नहीं ना? ये तो verb से बन के आया है, live से आया है. तो जब एक verb को noun equivalent के तौर पे यूज करते हैं, ing लगा के, we call it gerund. We call it
Gerund.
gerund.
Yes.
So this
Gerund.
living is gerund. All right. It is used as a noun, though it is a verb in the ing form. Okay. It is a verb. Live is a verb, but we are using the ing form of this verb as a noun. I like what? I like living in London. So okay, if we look at the basic structure of this sentence, it is I like something. Right? I like something. And what is this something? Living in London. Okay. I like looking at the stars in the sky. I like looking at the stars in the sky. I like living in London, but it is very expensive. I don't have a
Have a
job.
job.
Number 5, guys. I don't have a
I
job.
don't have a job.
Again,
A job.
because it's a new class, so I will highlight this point. All our childhood, we did not learn don't have or doesn't have. We did not learn that. We learned has not, have not. हमने हैज और हैव को अलग वर्ब ही कैटेगरी बना दिया था. ठीक है? जैसे बाकी वर्ब समझते हैं हम लोग, गो, कम, ईट, स्लीप को समझते हैं कैटेगरी है. ठीक है? बट हैज और हैव को नहीं मानते, और इसकी वजह भी है. बिकॉज दिस हैज और हैव कैन एक्ट एज ऑक्सिलरी एज वेल. ऑक्सिलरी मीन्स हेल्पिंग. ओके, तो ये हेल्प करने के लिए भी आते हैं प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट में. आई हैव डन दिस, शी हैज ईटन मैंगोज, शी हैज सीन दिस फिल्म. तो ये हैज और हैव ऑक्सिलरी वर्ब, हेल्पिंग वर्ब के तौर पे भी यूज होते हैं. विच इज वाई all our childhood we did not think of them as a normal verb, but they are like other verbs. So as you can say, I go to school, I don't go to school. As you can say, I come to school on time, I don't come to school on time. As you can say, I eat mangoes, you can say, I don't eat mangoes. Similarly, you can say, I have a bike, I don't have a bike. Follow the same pattern, right? So don't have, doesn't have, easy. I don't have a job. A lot of people think I haven't a job. Well, old-fashioned English. It's not wrong English. It is old-fashioned English. People don't speak that way. English has gone through a big change in last 50, 60 years, okay? I don't have a job. So I make a bit of money singing and playing my guitar in Covent Garden. I make a bit of money singing and playing my guitar in Covent Garden. By the way, if this sentence needs to be more formal, then we will put a preposition. So I make a bit of money by singing and playing my guitar in Covent Garden. So if I put the preposition by before singing, then the sentence sounds a little more formal. Otherwise, it's fine. It's totally okay speaking this way. I make a bit of money singing and playing my guitar in Covent Garden. Absolutely fine. But you can put in that by, I make a bit of money by singing and playing my guitar in Covent Garden. If you were writing a formal email, then that by would be needed. All right. But because it's just an informal text, this by has been dropped. In some sentences in English, prepositions can be dropped. Means it's okay not to use them. But only when you want to sound casual and informal. If you want to sound formal, then you must use that preposition. I'll give you a couple of more examples. And what is the lesson here? Drop of prepositions, omission of prepositions. Prepositions can be omitted. Omitted means removed. Omit means remove, okay? Prepositions can be omitted, can be removed if we want to sound less formal, but not in all sentences. You have to learn where it happens. So I have to give you a few examples. If it was a normal rule, then all prepositions could be dropped, okay? But that's not how it is. In some sentences, in some prepositions are dropped. It doesn't really change the meaning of the sentence. And it is not considered wrong. It is considered just casual. But casual, where formal is expected, is wrong. So listen to this one. I've been waiting for you long. I've been waiting for you long. Okay? So I've been waiting for you for long. For preposition has been dropped here. It's been raining for 5 days. We will say for because we cannot drop this for. The same for in the same structure, when the verb we have expression long, we can drop it. There are so many such examples where prepositions are dropped. Yes. And the sentence just sounds a little casual and informal. It doesn't sound wrong. But where formal is expected and you are dropping the preposition, then it will be considered a mistake, of course. So I make a bit of money singing and playing my guitar in Covent Garden. Make a bit of money. 7. I miss my family a lot, but I have lots of friends here.
Yes.
Remember, when you say lot, then you must say a lot. If you say lot, you must say a lot. Only lot, you can't say. A lot. A lot, or otherwise lots. A lot of friends, lots of friends. The same thing. There is no change in meaning. I have lots of friends here. The college
has students
has
from all over the
students
world.
from all over the world. The college has students from all over the world. Now, this sentence, the last sentence you read, cannot be translated literally into Hindi. You'll have to insert words which are not here. You have to remove words which are here. The college has students from all over the world. May अपने आप आ जाएगा, जबकि may के लिए कोई equivalent नहीं यहाँ पे. देखो, the whole structure changes. This sentence has a subject, the college, has a verb, has. The college has students from all over the world. Say it in Hindi. कॉलेज में हर जगह से स्टूडेंट्स, पूरी दुनिया से स्टूडेंट्स. कॉलेज में किधर है? में. बिहार शरीफ में एयरपोर्ट नहीं है. Doesn't have an airport. Bihar Sharif doesn't have an airport. तो in Bihar Sharif doesn't have an airport नहीं बोल सकते, क्योंकि आपको जब बोलना है have doesn't have तो सब्जेक्ट चाहिए. बिहार शरीफ कैन बी अ सब्जेक्ट. इन बिहार शरीफ इज नॉट अ सब्जेक्ट. क्या आपको यह एहसास है? बिहार शरीफ इज अ सब्जेक्ट. इन बिहार शरीफ इज नॉट अ सब्जेक्ट. कितने लोग को यह बात समझ में आती है? इन बिहार शरीफ इज नॉट अ सब्जेक्ट. बिहार शरीफ इज अ सब्जेक्ट.
Yes, sir.
In Bihar Sharif, what is in Bihar Sharif? And what is Bihar Sharif?
Sir, in is a preposition, and after the preposition, object comes. That's called object of the preposition.
ठीक है. तो इन बिहार शरीफ और बिहार शरीफ, इन इंडिया और इंडिया, तो दोनों में एक फर्क है. इंडिया कैन बी अ सब्जेक्ट. India can be an object because India is a noun. Subject and object, if you have heard, remember, they are nouns or noun equivalents. Subjects, objects are always nouns or noun equivalents. Simran, Uzma, Tanzil, you guys are off camera. I don't know why. I don't like that look, especially I turn off the sharing screen and why did I turn off the screen when I'm talking to you? Because I like this feel that I'm talking to people. I'm looking at their faces and I'm talking to them. I have always taught this way. I don't like teaching looking into the camera. I tried it. I was a big failure. I just do not feel at ease when I'm looking into the camera. I like looking at people's faces and looking at their reactions. This is important to me. If I'm not getting this, then I can't teach. I don't know. I'm not an actor. Actors look into the camera and imagine and bring expressions on their faces. Okay, I can only do it when I'm looking at people. And some people, some great actors actually, who are very successful at theaters, fail when they come to film industry because when you are doing acting on the stage for a theater, then you have people in front of you and you're acting looking at them, right? But when you are acting for a movie, then you have to do these things for a camera. So it's different. When you are doing a stage drama, there are audiences sitting right there looking at you in person. You can see your audience. They're looking at you, so you don't have to look at a camera to face the audience. But in a movie, whenever you want to face the audience, you have to look into the camera. Not very easy for some people. Okay, so remember this, and do not make me say this again and again, that I need to look at your faces when I'm talking to you. What was I talking about, by the way? In India and India. So listen, I have taught this before at the elementary level, that in India is the answer to the question where, which is a adverb of place. In India is an adverb of place. It cannot be a subject. India is a noun. It can be a subject. It can be an object. Nouns can be a subject. Nouns can be an object. Adverbs are different. So in India is an adverb of place because it is the answer to the question where. So small change. You add a preposition to the word India and it is no longer a noun or a subject or object. It is preposition plus noun, which can work as an adverb of place in India. I live where? In India. I work where? In India. Understand? There's things like this. So in India and India, for a lot of people, because content word is the same, India, India, and there is a small word in. So a lot of language learners don't really think much of a difference between India and in India. A lot of us might be able to understand the translation difference, India or India may, but linguistically, they are two different items. One can be a subject object, India, and in India can only be an adverb of place. An adverb of place is never equivalent to a subject or object. Think about it. My daughter lives in Patna. If I say this sentence, the subject is my daughter. An adverb of place is in Patna. When I say my daughter loves Patna, then Patna is an object, it is a noun. My daughter loves what? Patna. So linguistically, when you are learning a language, you know how different these two items become. In Patna, Patna. In India, India. There is only one small addition in to that word, and it changes its whole category. It's no longer the same thing. Did I make sense
Yes, sir.
to you? Did I make sense to you? Did you understand? Appreciate what I said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's very common to hear people say in Bihar Sharif doesn't have an airport. क्या मतलब? तो उनके दिमाग में चला बिहार शरीफ में एयरपोर्ट नहीं है. अगर आपको बोलना है इन बिहार शरीफ तो आप समझ लो कि आपको सब्जेक्ट से सेंटेंस शुरू करना है क्योंकि आपने एडवर्ब ऑफ प्लेस बोला है. In Bihar Sharif, there isn't an airport. In Bihar Sharif, there isn't an airport. You got a subject there, you got a verb, isn't, fine. In Bihar Sharif, there isn't an airport. Bihar Sharif doesn't have an airport. अगर आप इस तरह से स्ट्रक्चर समझ पाते हैं अलग अलग, then it is going to be much easier for you to grow from where you are. हेलो सर, कैसे हैं आप?
बताया मैंने सर
आई एम रियली सॉरी, मैंने बताया था बाबू को. जी जी, आई एम रियली सॉरी, मैं रिस्पॉन्ड नहीं कर पाया आपको. मैं आपको बताऊं कि वो बाबू को मैंने बताया था कि जो मिस है ना, उनके फादर या मदर का डेथ हुआ है या नानी दादी किसी का. मैंने बात क्यों दिखाई थी, तो इस वजह से वो नहीं है अभी प्यार में. मेरी बात नहीं हो पाई है, बट हम आपको 1 से 2 दिन के अंदर बताएंगे. ठीक है, बात करते हैं उनसे. ओके. So yeah, where were we? Yes, the college has students from all over the world. The college has students from all over the world. Past. I was born in Port Trust. This categorization or segregation that this is the present about Brenna, this is the past about Brenna, and this is the future about Brenna. This helps you understand that, in present tense, we use certain verb forms. In past tense, we use certain verb forms. In future, we have different structures. It's easier for us to notice these things. By the way, we are going to be disconnected soon. Be ready to join again. I was born in Port Trust. Remember, guys, never make this mistake. Capital letters are essential when you are putting a proper noun in the middle of a sentence. So that P, capital P. And sometimes you are reading a text, you will come across a word which you are totally unfamiliar with, and you go crazy trying to understand its meaning. And there isn't a meaning because it's a proper noun there. You just miss that it starts with a capital letter. I was born in Portrush. It's a lovely seaside town in Northern Ireland. A seaside town is a town near the sea. Some meanings, some words explain themselves. Seaside town in Northern Ireland.